Hello and welcome to Food for Thought, Insights for Busy Leaders and Managers in just 150 seconds. Today I'd like to talk about the GROW model of coaching because as a manager it's a really useful model to think about if you are interested in helping your people to raise their self-awareness and increase their levels of responsibility. So it's a really useful and simple model for managers to use to get into a coaching mindset. And a coaching mindset is really all about asking questions rather than telling. So you're helping the person to think for themselves. And with the GROW model, it's exceptionally simple. It's G is for goal, and that's really about what do you want. So you're in agreement with the person about what it is that they want to achieve, and that there's clarity about the specific thing that you're going to give them some coaching about or coaching on. And the next is reality, and this is really useful because it's helpful to get clarity on where they are at the moment, what's currently happening or what has been happening with the task that they're trying to achieve or the project that they're working on. So there's a bit of a reality check. Let's not have any illusions about it. Let's say, well, what is actually happening? Who's doing what have I been doing? What have you been doing? What's happening? And then the next thing is, this is where it gets really interesting, right? Because this is where you look and explore options. So if we've clarified the reality, then we can look at what could you do? And it's not what will you do, it's what could you do? And it's really important to have a minimum of a minimum of 3. Because if you have, one option is always to carry on doing what you've always doing and continue getting the results that you've always got. But it's also good to have at least a number, ideally 3 other options about things that are possible to do and that the individual, the coachee, starts to look at the pros and cons of each and think things through in order to be able to then decide, yes, right, this is the option I'm going to take. And that's the key to helping them be responsible because they've made the choice. They've had the autonomy to make the choice about what they believe is the best thing to do. And that turbocharges their energy. And then finally, once you've decided what you could do and you said, right, we'll do this one, what will you do? And then get really specific about times, deadlines, actions, and next steps and go into the next cycle of coaching. So when it comes to the GROW model and coaching, stay curious.